Colombia right now in
Yes.
Medellin. There has been multiple casualties in Colombia, and by you being from Medellin, by you living there, we had this talk before. I had you on the show before, and we talked about the boca territory with the scopolamine and things like this. But the death rate has been going up so high that
Mhm.
I've never seen it like this before.
Yes.
What the hell is going on? Why is this getting like this?
Well, I think that years ago, exactly, we started talking about the scopolamina, and I have been warning people for years, even you, that a lot of criminal groups are were gonna start working in Colombia in order to get these foreigners over there that were looking for love. At the beginning, it was just for love. Now the profile of people that are coming is mostly, uh, or the profile of people that are coming, when we talk about men or passport bros, it became more popular, the sex tourism and the the drug, or people looking for drugs in Colombia. Lol. So what happened is that the criminal groups have been aware of what is going on, that foreigners are coming, and these gentlemen sadly take the decision to go on to dating apps where they are trying to get a date or hang out with a beautiful woman over there, but they don't know this person is attached to a criminal group, and oftentimes they get drugged and murdered. So during the past year, around 32 foreigners have been murdered, and it raised to 40% more of foreigners dying with in a violent way, and all of them have the same profile. Most of them were Americans, then UK people, and then Mexicans that are coming to visit to Colombia. What we talked before, in that moment when I say what was going on, especially when I talk about the passport rules, I got so many bad comments for it and insults and everything. But for real, I did it with my best intentions so that
Hmm.
people don't get into these issues or troubles from both sides.
Hmm.
Because not just Americans are being murdered by foreigners, but also the real Colombian women are earning a bad reputation due to these criminal groups too. So, and also became very common in the culture to just find a foreigner to get money and to get these extortions. So that's one of the reasons why it became so dangerous for them to go by yourself in order to find these two things, which is like woman and drugs. And if we take a look from the common sense, if you are going to another country, or even if you are in your own country, and you decide to date
If
someone,
we take a look from the common sense, okay. If you Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
so sorry. And
Okay.
if you chose to date someone from a dating app, the common sense is that you don't let them go into your household. You don't. I mean, you take your time. Same, for example, let me say, I will put a clear example. Let me say that I go into a dating app, right?
Okay.
And then I go into this dating, find a husband, right?
Okay.
And then I tell a male friend, I say, oh, this guy is telling me that he's very good, that he's looking for a wife. What is gonna be the male boyfriend, the male friend what is he gonna be telling me? Be careful. He just wants something else, or watch out. Don't believe everything you read, right? So it's the same when you go to Colombia. You are going to
Okay.
another country, so you don't let them go into your house. You you don't act like a victim. Don't let them take you somewhere else.
Okay.
Nothing. So same as there is crazy people here, there is crazy people over there, and it
Hmm.
could be. I mean, it's super sad because these criminal groups that are taking advantage, they are reckless. They don't care if you have family. They don't care nothing. You were asking me about the comedian Shaun.
Yeah, two shit. Yeah. That,
What
you know
makes
what? I'm going to be honest with you. That was basically the worst that I've ever seen in Colombia. What happened to him, because that particular situation, because you hear about the druggings, you hear about the robberies and things like that, people getting on the dating apps, but this situation was more calculated. What they done to him, what I'm saying? It was like the long game. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't get him the first time, she didn't get him the second time, but she got him the third time. Did you
well,
hear?
it's a criminal group, or it's a dangerous people. Of course, they are gonna take their time. They know they have to charm the person. Same as if I date a sociopath or a psychopath, they will take their time to get what they're looking for. And it could be money, it could be just satisfaction or sufferment. We never know. But the same thing that happened with him was very sad. It was super sad. That's why you need to watch out. You don't need to believe in the history tragedies maybe this woman tells you, or any guy that is going on in their lives. So in order for you to give them money or anything, I always think that the best way to meet a person is take time, be part of the culture as friendship, and then maybe you can find someone uh, that you can go out and without thinking that they will kill you, and it took him 3 times. Imagine that it took him 3 times, so you really need to take even more time, uh, and be aware of the red flags, because there are among us there are a lot of wolves dressed as sheep.
Listen, after 60 hours a week in America, when we go to vacation, we do not expect to be killed, stopped, or compared to where we live when we're on vacation.
We don't expect to be dying anywhere in the world,
Right.
where regardless it's of vacation or no. So don't expect that. Even if you have been living in your own country, it is common sense. You even need to have even more common sense if you're just going 1 week to a country that you don't know. So
Hello,
Tony,
Money Travel. This is Money Travel. How you doing, Money Travel? I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
welcome.
Right. How you
Yeah,
doing?
so
Okay.
I will say people, because a lot of men or people that I tell this advice, they just direct the anger towards Colombian women. They just direct, but it's the common sense, and it's not just foreigners too. Colombians have Colombian women have been murdered by Americans too. Uh,
Yeah,
I
yeah, I
don't know
heard
if
that
you
too.
heard
Yeah,
about.
yeah, I heard about that. It was
Yeah,
it was two guys that one guy he put her into a trunk or something, like he hit the body. But I heard they got him in jail. They
yeah,
didn't catch him.
yeah. John Paulos, he was dating a Colombian DJ, and then
Yeah, the cover
they
DJ.
were even in the car few moments before she sent a video because he asked her to marry her. And then after she went to do her DJ job, that he was with her, they went to this Airbnb apartment that he rented to spend the time with her, and he killed her, dismembrated her, and then put her in a luggage and disappeared the body. Then she went Guatemala, and the guy was already married with kids and everything. The wife wasn't even aware, and he was an
Yeah,
American. And as hers, there are a lot of histories. Still, we do not hold a grudge against American men because it could happen. Common sense. We need to apply common sense to everyone. Crazy, bad people, good people could be in any country.
I got you. Khalid,
Khalid,
Khalid, you say explain to her what I mean, Tony. What do you mean, Khalid? I don't really understand what you're saying. So, but the problem is this: is that what's really getting, I guess to me, this was getting kind of scary. Is that this is not the first time I heard it. Now, I'm not trying to make it one way. I'm sure there's foreigners going down there that's doing a lot of crime and things like that. So it's just not just one way. But between 2021 and 2024, there's been the estimate of maybe 40 foreigners that has been killed mysteriously in Medellin in Colombia. That's a
yeah.
lot of people.
Yes, that's why I told you. I told you years ago that it was now the criminal groups were aware of this going on, and they are gonna use women, human trafficking, kidnapping, extortions to do those acts. So that's why we need to be very careful. Remember the time that I told you they were trying to contact you
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
and then I said,
right,
don't do it.
right. And I was, I went on another live and I told them about what you had told me. Because,
Yeah,
like you said, that these criminals, what they're doing is they go into your Facebook groups, they go into your Instagram groups, and they try to blend in. And then the first thing they ask you is when the next time you come into Colombia.
exactly. And then I
Okay.
told you, and that is the criminal group that were trying to contact you.
Yeah, you saw it. You
It
saw it.
was, yeah, it's Colombian, but I saw I mean, they were trying to meet you in Colombia, but this is a Venezuelan criminal group called Tren de Aragua, and they were trying to contact you even and they were even women. And it was like a guy, like acting like influencer or like a friend. I don't know. So then I was like, be careful, don't answer or nothing because they just go like
No,
that.
no.
They know which foreigners often goes to Colombia or that they are trying to go to Colombia. Like these are very organized groups. So when I go on vacation to Saint Martin, I'm safe there. Vacation is for rest and relaxation. You can relax in Colombia. Colombia is not a vacation destination. Well, depending, because in San Martin, I don't know how is the culture in San Martin. San Martin has a culture of having a lot of beautiful women, or that people go often to find sex and drugs, or how is it?
See, when I go to vacation in Santa Marta, I'm safe there. Vacation is rest, relaxation. You can't relax. You say you can't relax in Colombia. Colombia is not a vacation destination. Do you agree with that?
Well, it's not right now. It's not safe for foreigners to go to Colombia for for vacations. I'm not
Oh,
promoting it, and I told you, I'm
yeah,
not
you did tell
promoting.
me. You did tell me.
Yeah,
You did tell me.
yeah. So I will say that the best way to go to Colombia is like if you are going in a family vacation, it's okay. You are with more people. If you know people from there that you know from USA and you really trust, it's okay.
Can you ask her if she thinks that the criminal organizations are watching
Definitely,
America
yes,
YouTube? Yes, they are. Yeah, yeah. I told you guys that. Yes, they are. They're watching you. They are
yes.
watching you. But can I ask you a question, Anita? Too. I remember years ago when Colombia was first getting very popular. Um, there were guys that was putting. You remember the Passport Pro movie when it first started? I'm not saying all Passport Bros is like this, but when
I don't like
this,
the passport.
when it's, right, we're gonna talk about that. But when the travel movement first started, when guys was going over to Colombia, some of them were posting explicit pictures of Colombian girls, you know, working girls, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And they would brag about how many girls they smashed and how much it costs and stuff like that. And I told them that the Colombians find that very disrespectful and they frown at that type of behavior. But this was years ago before all these, like mysterious deletions were happening. I got to watch what I say on YouTube. I can't say too much, graphic things. So, do you think that that now they are retaliating against all the disrespect that they've been hearing that they put on social media? Do you think that could be part of this increase of deaths on tourists in Colombia?
I don't think it's retaliation. I think it's just they happen to be trapped into criminal groups that are doing it and taking advantage of people that are looking for that. Because when I remember when I first started talking about Colombia, there weren't foreigners a lot at all in Colombia. People were scared for the narco traffic before, and then they started going, and it was pretty safe. Actually, I remember that from everyone I helped out to go and visit Colombia, 80% ended up moving and retiring in Colombia, and they are still living there. But they blend with the culture. They weren't there just to enjoy of what it looks like a free catalog for for their desires, but the ones that are going for that, and now the criminal groups are aware and they know how to catch a single man that will feel charmed by woman's beauty over there. So
Let me see. He said, right now, I don't travel for sex. That's the main reason why men is getting killed. It's disgusting. Men from America don't have respect for your country. Yeah, some of them don't.
well, Khalil, and don't feel bad. It's not the ones that have been murdered have been most Americans, but it's not just Americans. We see a lot of people of Israel going to Colombia to do these parties, even with underage girls.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there is a lot of human trafficking over there. Like, you have no idea. There are foster homes in Colombia where they rent those kids for human trafficking. So it's not just the Americans. It's like really all the nasty criminal things that could happen in there with people is happening over there. It's
Oh,
happening over there too. But it's very sad because on the good side, Colombia has a lot of talents. For example, if you need a transplant, Colombia is pretty good in doing transplants. Eh, for music, is a boom in Colombia. For retirement, is good. As far as you protect yourself, it's good too. A lot of foreigners go there, they find a job as telemarketers or a call center. They work from home, earn in dollars, and their money is way more over there inside Colombia when they're living there. But I would say the best way to know people in our country is through truthful interactions. It means not using apps, not dating apps.
no, dating apps. Even the U.S. Embassy put out a travel advisory against using apps because they're so dangerous.
Exactly. So no dating apps. Maybe you can enroll into an activity, go to church or dance class or Spanish class, and then over time you will make more friends. But for vacation, and then let's get all crazy in here. No, it's very difficult. And if you remember when before I left, I remember El Poblado and Lleras, El Parque Lleras. It was like a high class place. Just foreigners were there. It was very expensive, and now it's like a full center of prostitution.
Yes. Colombia said, good. As God made our land so beautiful, it was unfair for the rest of us. So even score, God populated the land with a race of evil men. Wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of evil people out there. You're right about that.
Yes. Can you read the comment before him? I didn't got to read it.
Okay.
Before David.
Talk about this one. Wait a minute. Hold on. This one.
You respect the people and the culture no go flashing. Yes, sir, that's true.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Wearing
right.
expensive jewelry or clothing, you should be fine. That's true, Norman. Definitely. Yeah, you should not you should not flaunt money at all. That's a big no-no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't float no money out there. So let me ask you a question as far as dating. I mean, let's say, okay, now I'm gonna be honest with you. What I'm seeing now is like not just this experience that happened to Tucson, but there have been other stories of women playing the long game. You know, there was another foreigner that he was in Provenza, matter of fact. Let me tell you his story. And he met a girl in Provenza, beautiful girl, had a dog, typical woman that you want to talk to, typical woman that you want to go out. So, to make a long story short, she invited him to his house, to her apartment. And then when he went to the apartment, there were goons waiting for him. And he had to fight for his life. Did you hear about that
Yeah,
situation?
I heard that. Yeah, that he fell and then he ended up losing an eye. So it seems like he went to with her to a very poor neighborhood. It was a very bad area. And then she tried to tell him like, hey, why don't you go and take a shower? And then while he was taking a shower, another guy had a gun and shoot him. And he struggled, but he saved his life. He lost an eye, but he saved his life. So yeah.
Oh,
That's,
you're talking about a different story. I got another
oh,
story for
it's
you.
another one. Oh, so we're
Yeah,
full of
here, matter
stories.
of fact, let me get it for you. Hold on one second. Let's see some of these stuff. That was a trap house that he went to. Yeah, there was a trap house. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. Hold on one second, okay? Give me one second. I'm gonna show it to you. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up for you. Percent share screen. Window. Okay, here it comes. Okay,
Mhm.
so if I could turn this down just a little bit. I don't want to be too loud. So okay, here the hospital. I think I got shot maybe 3 or 4 times. They go to the box and pick up the sword 3 times. I see for 2 guys, but they wanted to take me out. There's no way I was going to let that happen. They would have to shoot me. They wanted to take me. Lucky I had my spring pen. I floating it up for a while. Tried to take one guy out, but it was a very scrappy fight. Close quarters with 2 guys and certain chairs and tables and TVs, and eventually they were trying to shoot me from real close. Shot me in the arm, and I don't know if you got my leg. You know if you shot me in the head, it was just a pistol whip. And then I put the blind down, and then I went away. Basically, with it out. That's Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Yes. And there's a lot more to the story too. He had to fight for his life. He had to fight for his life because he said they tried to tape him up.